Here is your winner and the new NXT Women's Champion, Julia.
What is going on? Welcome to No Chill Promos. How y'all doing? Hope having a blessed Thursday for watching this. Before I get started with today's video for NXT's New Year's Evil 2025. Just gotta do a quick shout out to all subscribers to the channel and to the followers on Rumble. I'm at 331. And slowly but surely, I'll reach 400. And when I do, I'll drop the 6 through 10 favorite female wrestlers of all time video. But up until then, I'm going to keep on going because the gains don't stop. Alright, so without further ado, let's get into this video. Now, the last time I watched NXT was back during the CW premiere of last year. And I seen Roxanne go over on Julia, who just was fresh off her run. Mari go to Stardom. I seen that shit. I was done. I was not kidding. I said Roxanne goes over on Julia, I'm out. And that's what the fuck happened. I didn't watch not one episode, not a clip. I didn't watch shit related to NXT up until now. And I didn't even know this show was going on if it wasn't for Milos. Big ups to you. Tell me in the comment section, that Roxanne lost the title. And after I heard this wonderful news, stupendous, superb news, right? You wanted a review? Well, you got it. Right? The reviews, the coverage for NXT is back on. Starting with NXT's New Year's Evil show. Alright? And how did they start off this show? On the CW channel network, right? We see random ass wrestlers walking into the building. It's the same shit that they do I guess, I'm sure they do it on SmackDown too. I don't fucking watch it, but it's safe to say they probably do it. Alright, why? I don't fucking know. And I will shit on it each and every fucking time. Because it's so stupid. Right? Who do we see first? We see the reigning, defending, undisputed NXT Women's World Champion Roxanne showing up to defend her title against Julia. And who do we see next? We speak of the devil, it's Julia herself, walking in. Then we see the ruler of NXT, Oba Femi, getting ready for his triple threat match for the NXT World Championship. Then we see Eddie Thorpe, who I've been seeing people roasting these shit out of. And I don't blame him, right? Say this dude has no charisma, this dude sucks, more bland in a 2-week-old bottle of ginger ale. Alright, they've been roasting this dude, and I don't know what's been going on, so I can't, I can't defend him. You know what I mean? I have no dog in that fight. So next we see the reigning, defending, undisputed NXT World Champion himself. Whoop that trick, whoop that trick, yeah, whoop that trick, whoop that trick. I like it. Oh yeah, man. Mr. Trick Williams, right? And then last but not least, we see the final boss, the human billboard, the walking advertisement himself, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, showing off his shitty drink that I don't know anyone that drinks that shit. What is it? Zoa? What's that shit called? That's one of those drinks you see it down the aisle, you just look at it, you can keep it moving. It's like, why is it still there? I don't know anyone that drinks that shit. Right? If you drink it or you know anyone that drinks it, put that shit in the comment section because I'd like to know. You know what I mean? But moving on, we see the commentary. We see Vic Joseph, Booker T, and for some fucking reason, we see Corey Graves on commentary for this show. And the look on Booker T's face is exactly how I feel. I don't give two fucks about Corey Graves on commentary, but it is what it is, right? We'll start off with the first match. That is for the NXT Women's World Championship. Right, you have Julia coming out, looking beautiful as always. but I'm not a fan of her new theme song. I think it's hot garbage, generic, that CFO, fucking Death Rebel bullshit. And especially when you go back and you listen to her theme song that she hadn't started on the Margo. It's like, it's so much fucking better. It's like, it's not even fucking close, man. That shit sucks. Right? And then we see, again, the reigning, defending, undisputed NXT Women's World Champion, Roxanne. Now, as far as the match, it looked decent from what it was, but I got annoyed. I got irritated, in fact, because of fucking commercials. And that's like a reminder, like, yeah, they're on the CW network. So this whole picture-in-picture during commercials where I can't hear what's going on, during the match, and all I can see and listen to is fucking commercials for Chick-fil-A. Like, I don't give a fuck about Chick-fil-A, and I don't give a fuck about some shitty CW show they're trying to promote. Alright, I want to focus on the match. It's kind of hard to do that when I'm seeing constant advertisements during the fucking match. Alright, but fast forward to the finish, which was Julia hitting the Northern Lights bomb to Roxanne. And this after Cora Jade interfered in the match. Alright, for the 1, 2, 3, and no! NXT Women's World Champion, Julia. And it's about motherfucking time. Hallelujah, praise Jesus, God is good. We are celebrating here on this channel, alright, because this is a much needed step in the right direction. Now, my main criticism is that this shit should have happened during the CW premiere, the first fucking time. Alright, but better late than never, I suppose. Right, so now you have a new champion, Julia. Right, we have a stacked women's roster here in NXT. So, right, preferably I like to see Soruka get a chance to be champion, but we shall see. And as far as Roxanne, right, because I nominated her to be the worst women's wrestler in 2024. I got a lot of likes and I got a lot of dislikes on that video. And then people in my comment section talking about, like, oh, you're just a hater. Roxanne Perez is so beautiful and she's so talented. Alright, if that's the case, okay, well, she's getting called up to the main roster, right? There's no point in her floundering around in the NXT division any longer. Like, she's a 2-time NXT champion. There is nothing else for her to do, right? She's done. She's washed. It's over. So call her fucking ass up to SmackDown or Raw. It doesn't matter. It's the same shit. Right, let's see if she can have that same amount of success that she's seen in NXT. I highly fucking doubt it. But if she does, then I'll put respect in her name. Alright? Let's see if she's as good as you people claim her to be. Right? I want to see it from my own 2 eyes on the main roster, where she's not under protection of Shawn Michaels, Booker T, or CM Punk. Let's see if she can swim with the sharks and the whales on the main roster, because I doubt it. I highly fucking doubt it. Alright, but hey, maybe she proves me wrong. We shall see. And once again, congratulations and big ups to Julia for becoming the new NXT Women's World Champion. Hopefully she has a good reign, put on some banker matches, cut some good promos, or steps up her promo game here in NXT. So, hey, nothing but the best of luck to Julia. Moving on, backstage, we see Eddie Thorpe, who apparently got his ass whooped by somebody. We see the lovely Ava. She shows up. She says, like, what are you doing, Eddie? Like, yeah, I don't know what's been going on. Apparently, there's like the boy who cried wolf. Like, he got his ass whooped before, but faked it. Now, when he actually gets his ass whooped, Ava doesn't believe it. I guess that's what they're going for. So cool. I don't care. Like, does anybody believe Eddie Thorpe's gonna win the NXT World Championship tonight? Nah. I don't think so. So let's keep it moving. So the next match is the Fatal 4-Way match to determine the #1 contender for the NXT Women's North American Championship. Alright, first out is the sexy goat demon chick, that is Stephanie Vakir, the Chilean dime piece herself. Alright, didn't go a commercial. And this was interesting. I was watching this little video package for Javon Evans, the young OG. Alright, apparently Ethan Page is on some savage heel shit. Mr. All Ego is on his Bruce Lee shit. stomps out Javon, breaks his jaw, and apparently he took out Cedric Alexander too, breaking his hand or some shit with a toolbox. So I'm like, okay. So now they want to make Ethan Page into a savage. I got you. Okay, makes sense. And the young OG was like, you go bird. You know what I mean? He just can't move his mouth. So I appreciate Javon now respecting kayfabe, and more than likely he will get his revenge when he gets back, you know, whenever that is. Alright, so moving on, back to the match, we see the sexy Muy Caliente, Lola Vice coming out, and then guess we see who's already in the ring. Cora Jade and the former inaugural Women's North American Champion Kalani Jordan. Alright, so if you're a wrestling fan or you've been watching wrestling for a long time, you automatically know whoever doesn't get an entrance, they winning, right? Or if they go to commercial during like their entrance, they're not winning. So that automatically tells you that Cora Jade and Kalani Jordan ain't winning, right? So and it sucks. I'm like, damn, they're gonna give the jobber treatment to Kalani Jordan already? They don't. Like, what a fall from grace. The first Women's North American Champion. That's how you treat her? What do I know? As far as the match, like, it was okay for what it was. You know, a lot of eye candy in the match. You know, even though I'm not the biggest fan, well, I'm not a fan at all for Cora Jade, but I get it. Like, I could look at her and I could see, like, okay, like, at best, a mid-carder, but, you know, like, do I put the NXT Women's Championship on her? Absolutely not. Like, get the fuck out of here. But North American scene, like, her being a Women's North American Champion, sure. Why the fuck not? You know what I mean? But we fast forward to the finish, which was Stephanie Van Kier hitting her finisher, which is a package backbreaker, or I think Vic called it the SPB or some shit like that. I don't fucking know. For the 1, 2, 3. So the number one contender for the NXT Women's North American Championship is Stephanie Van Kier, sexy goat demon chick. I'm fine with either her or Lola Vice winning this match, so it's okay with me. I like Stephanie Van Kier. So moving on, backstage we see the Unholy Union, who was down at NXT for some random ass reason. I'm like, weren't y'all on SmackDown? Now they're back to NXT. I don't know why, but Isla Dawn looks good. That's a fine ass woman right there. So moving on, we see the ruler of NXT, Obafemi. You know, he says, Ava, Eddie is not lying. I paid him back for what he did to me a few weeks ago, right? And Ava was like, well, I'm just letting you know the triple threat's still on. And then Ova was like, it doesn't matter. The end result is still the same. And he walks off, and then that's it. So, quick side note, Sarah Schreiber, I think that's her name, she looks good. Just to mention that. But moving on, right? The next match is the 6-woman tag team match. You see Fatal Influence coming out, you know, or Toxic Attraction 2.0, right? All these women can get it any day of the week, twice on Sunday. They do a commercial, we get back, and guess who we see? This motherfucker can't help himself, all right? Anything related to WWE, best believe this big-nosed freak has to be front row and center. We see Triple H in the crowd, and none other than Nick Khan himself. We see both these two schmucks out there ringside. They had to put themselves over because why not? Because we constantly had to be reminded about it's all about the game and how it's being played, right? And that's Paul Levesque's show, right? We get it. It's like, can't make this fucking shit up, man. Just typical behavior from the Pelican himself. All right, but we gotta keep it moving. They go to commercial. You see, sponsored by Progressive. That out the mud. I guess there are no more contenders for Fraxium's NXT tag team titles. Cool. Do I think they're gonna win? Probably not. But if they do, then big ups to them. So, moving right along, we get back to commercial. We see the newly formed Chemical X, for what I've been told of Tatum Paxley, her fine ass, Gigi Dolan, her fine ass, and Shotzi Blackheart, who does absolutely nothing for me. But people like her, so fuck it, whatever. The match itself was okay, I guess. We're gonna fast forward to the finish, which was Shotzi, and her finisher was like the coffin drop, basically, or just a diving senton for the 1, 2, 3. So Chemical X goes over, or Chem X, whatever they call themselves. You're for them. I guess, congratulations. I mean, like, what am I supposed to be invested in this shit? Like, I really don't care, to be honest. This is besides the fact that Gigi and Tatum can get it any day of the week. But moving on, we see Mr. All Ego. It's not confidence, it's all ego. Ethan Page backstage with Ava Raine, and guess who shows up? The final advertisement, The Rock. Alright, he shows up, he says, and I was like, hey, it's good to finally meet you, Ethan. You know, I heard you took out Javon, broke his jaw. I heard you broke Cedric Alexander's wrist with a toolbox. I'm like, you're a bad man. You know, but hey, I just gotta let you know, payback is a bitch. Alright, just letting you know. And I am the final boss of this shit. Alright, but down here at NXT, she is the final boss. So if you want to be cool with me, you need to be cool with her. Alright, you get that? Are we cool? Ethan says, like, we're gonna be cool. And then this corny ass motherfucker says,
get your sweet ass on out of here.
now I'm like, now you see, that's part of the reason why Mr. Cookie Puss is not in my top 10 favorites of all time list. Because of goofy ass shit like that. Why the fuck why was that necessary? He then proceeds to look at Ava, and he was like, well, I'm gonna go out there, I don't know what I'm gonna say, but I'm gonna say it anyway. And I'm just thinking to myself, if you don't know what the fuck you're gonna say, then why the fuck are you here in the first place? This is gonna be like Raw, it's where you go out there, you do absolutely nothing but glaze the fucking Netflix executives and fucking glaze the fuck out of Cody Rhodes, trying to gaslight me and people to believing that he's a good champion when he's gonna fuck off that belt. Get the fuck out of here. Or I'm supposed to forget that you whooped this dude's ass and gave his mama a belt stained with her son's blood on it to her. I'm not supposed to forget that. And then Cody, apparently he forgot and forgives The Rock. Like, all is well, huh? Going out there looking like the absolute cuck that he is. Oh, that's the nicest thing anybody has ever said about me. The American cuck sucks, and fuck The Rock. Alright, I tried to defend this dude. Alright, I can't. I can't defend that shit on Raw, and I damn sure can't defend this shit in NXT. And I see people talk about, like, oh, The Rock's a sellout. Like, he's been a sellout. What are you guys talking about? Like, that's nothing new, man. Motherfucker been sold out the moment he fucking joined Hollywood. It's been featured in all these fucking shitty ass movies of his, where he's absolutely the same person in every movie, except for like fucking Gridiron Gang or like Walking Tall. Like, those are like his two best movies. You know what I mean? Or like the fucking Fast and Furious series, like, nah, garbage. Fuck out of here, man. Fuck The Rock, man. I'm good. I'm done. fucking done with this dude, man. He ain't getting more passes, man. Fuck that shit. But moving on, we get to the next match, right? And it's for the NXT's Heritage Cup. We see Lexis King coming out first, they go commercial, we get back. So that tells me that, you know, fucking Charlie Dempsey, you know, his entrance was during commercial. So that tells me that he's losing, right? Automatically. And guess what happens? We fast forward to the finish. See, Lexis gets the coronation to Charlie for the 1, 2, 3. And no! NXT Heritage Cup winner, Lexis King, right? And who was like 2.5 seconds away from crying. Alright, I'm like, bro, keep it together. Like, you're acting like you won fucking NXT world title, man. Like, bro, like, relax. You know what I mean? I know it's a feel-good moment for you, but it's like, tranquilo, okay? But big ups to Lexis for winning. You know, and Charlie, it's about time he moves up to like the North American Championship or some shit like that. Alright? But moving on, we go backstage with Ava, Fallon Henley, Stephanie Van Kier, and Shotzi Blackheart. Alright. Shotzi tries to make a case that, like, oh, I just pinned Fallon Henley tonight, so I deserve a shot at the Women's North American Championship. And like, Stephanie's right there, I'm like, what? I'm like, what is Shotzi talking about? Stephanie was just announced to be the #1 contender. and she was like, her broken English that, she beat 3 women to become the #1 contender, which she's correct. You know what I mean? Like, how the fuck are you gonna call yourself #1 contender when I'm literally the #1 contender? Right? So Fallon's like, well, you two can work that out. I'm out of here. I don't give a fuck. Ava says, well, I like that idea too. So how about we take care of it next week? So most likely they're gonna have a match. Shotzi Blackheart and Stephanie Van Kier. Fallon Henley's gonna interrupt, and then they're gonna make it a triple threat match. All right. Even though if I'm Ava, I'm telling Shotzi Blackheart, Stephanie Van Kier is a #1 contender. So that means your ass has to wait. I mean, like, straight up and down. That's how it is. All right. You ain't special? Fuck out of here. Well, yeah, you won a fucking tag team match. Congratulations. Stephanie won a fatal 4-way. All right. Come on, man. It's not the same. But moving on, we see Joe Tessitore in the audience. Good to see him. I guess he's now the commentator of SmackDown. Sucks, because now I gotta deal with fucking Michael Cole on Raw. But it is what it is. Good to see Joe. But that leads us to the main event. All right, and that's for the NXT World Championship. We see, whoop that trick, whoop that trick, yeah, whoop that trick, whoop that trick, I like it. Oh yeah, man. Mr. Trick Williams, he comes out first, and then they go to commercial. Alright, so that already tells me, well, they go to commercial during his entrance. That tells me Trick Williams is losing. Like, straight up and down. Like, they fucking telegraph these finishes with these fucking commercials, man. It's too fucking easy. And then we see the ruler of NXT, Obafemi. He comes out, they have the match. Alright, and it was a good match. I enjoyed it. Eddie Thorpe then shows up, and this is the finish of the match. Where it was Eddie Thorpe, he gets involved. Trick Williams hits a trick shot onto Eddie Thorpe, like using the chair, basically. Then Obafemi hits a pop-up powerbomb to Trick Williams for the 1, 2, 3. And no! NXT World Champion, the ruler, Obafemi. Alright, and it's funny because in my the first video that I got the most views on this channel was Obafemi should be undefeated. Right, and I said in that video that Obafemi should be the one to beat Trick Williams for the title. And here we are in 2025. Obafemi beats Trick Williams for the NXT World Championship. It would have been even better if he was still undefeated. You know what I mean? Like, he could have been the dual champion, but what do I know? You know what I mean? Like, you can't push him that heavy, can you? Because if I'm not mistaken, the only person that was undefeated here at NXT is Asuka. She's the only one. Right? So I guess that still holds up to this day. But big ups to Obafemi for winning. Right? And I gotta say this, I enjoyed the match, but this is awesome. This is awesome. It might be one of the worst chants of all time. I'm not even kidding, because they say for shit that's not awesome. Alright? Or, like, I know that match is awesome, but I don't need you to tell me that this is awesome. It's so fucking stupid. I hate it. I fucking hate that chant. Right? Like the what chant doesn't irritate me nearly as much as this is awesome. This is awesome. Right? And then you got fucking people in the crowd. No, they're in disbelief that Obafemi won. Like this fucking plant right here. And I'm like, do you not see Obafemi? Like, that's a shock to you that he won? Like, have you not been watching NXT for the past year? Come on, man. It's like Obafemi said, the end result will be the same. He's a man of his word, and that's exactly what the fuck happened. He went out there and he won the NXT World Championship. And hopefully he has a dominant reign as a champion, because I don't really see anyone right now currently who should be beating him for the belt anytime soon. Right, straight up and down. Right. And after the match, we see both the newly crowned champions of the show, Julia and Obafemi, showing off their titles. Right. And they go to commercial, right? And then we see Obafemi going back to grill position, shaking hands, dabbing up Shawn Michaels. And I wish, I could hear what the fuck was going on, but guess what? I couldn't, because of fucking commercials. Right. The same thing with Julia. She's back there talking to Shawn Michaels and whoever else back there, grill position. But I don't know, maybe you'll have to like check out on YouTube or some shit, you know, like behind the scenes footage or whatever. But last but not least, we get a promo from The Rock, the final advertisement here in NXT. He comes out, he says, Tahoe, Tahoe. Well, he could Tahoe his ass up out of here, nigga. The fuck about that shit. Absolutely goes out there and says nothing. I love NXT, love you people. If you smell, well, I ain't smelling what you're cooking, nigga. Fuck out of here. He ain't cooking shit. I've been cooking shit this year. The fuck out of here, man. That's it. That's it for the show, man. Fuck The Rock, man. I'm good. I don't care about. It's to the point. I don't even care if they do Roman versus The Rock anymore, man. I don't. I don't fucking care, man. I really don't. That's it for the show. All right. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section. Love it, hate it, comment, subscribe to the channel. It's all it's to me. I just want to see the engagement and the feedback from you guys. As far as the next video, will probably be the TNA review. I gotta do AEW. I gotta do Wrestle Dynasty. I still gotta do that Noah show, and I gotta do try to fit in an NWA show as well. So I'll try to get it done as soon as I can. You know what I mean? But look, wasting up your guys' time. So that said, be safe, be blessed, take care of yourself, protect you and yours, your loved ones, stay warm or stay cool, depending on where you're at. Those crazy wildfires in California, that's some crazy shit. So be safe out there. I'm out of here. But until next time, adios.